वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ ज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलां श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतोत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So, Hare Krishna everyone. A very very warm welcome for our Bhagavatam session today. And I really wish you all very happy new year. Last week of 2022 was very nice, where we were having Bhagavad Sapta. We spent quite some good time ourselves with Canto 4, Daksha Yajna. And I think this is the first week of 2023, and we are also spending some time with Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is said to be the most exalted scripture. We may think that, okay, there is Shiva Puran, there is Vishnu Puran, there is Mahabharata, there is Ramayana, there are Vedas, Upanishad. But Srimad Bhagavatam is beyond all these scriptures. This is dealing with the subject matter of the Lord, which is not so easily accessible. So, we may take, if we see Ramayana, though it is the Lord Lord Ram, we get to see Lord disguises himself as a human. Though he has done wonderful pastimes, but if we want to be taking Lord Ram as ordinary, we can, because there is so much info available that Lord Ram is normal human. He is also going through all kinds of pains, all kinds of troubles. He is also having a normal household life where there is a responsibility to take care of him, her, his brother, everyone. So one may think that he is a human. And if you see in Mahabharata, not everyone were appreciating the greatness of the Lord. When we go through these itihasas, then what we may think is, okay, sometimes there are wonderful deeds of the Lord, but sometimes human, so he may be a human. So Srimad Bhagavatam is throwing light on explaining, helping us to understand the Lord is supreme and how to appreciate the Lord's various pastimes how does he deal with his devotees. And in that forum we are now in the 4th canto and chapter 8. After Daksha Yajna topic is very nicely described by Maitreya Rishi to Vidura. Then we come to this eighth chapter. Dhruva Maharaj leaves home for the forest. Sanakadaya Naradascha Rubhur Hamso Runir Yathi Naite Grahan Brahmasuta Hi Avasan Urdhva Retasa. As we all know that this is what Maitreya is further explaining. We know that the 4 Kumaras headed by Sanaka as well as Narada, Rubu, Hamsa, Aruni and Yati, all the sons of Brahma did not live at home but became Urdhva Reta, or in other words, Naishtika Brahmacharis, unadulterated celibates. So, when Lord Brahma meditated upon Lord Vishnu and he was doing the penance, we know that when Lord Brahma came from the lotus flower on which he was resting, everything was black, dark, he was not sure what to do, no idea. Then he heard a vibrating mantra, sound vibration which was like tapa, tapa. And then with that hint of the Lord Brahma started doing tapasya. He traveled from all over these 14 planets up and down, and then finally he could have the darshan of the Lord, and then he started engaging in the creation. And in the 3rd canto we got chance to understand what is the creation, what is sarga and what is visarga. What is that Lord has created, Lord Vishnu, and what did Lord Brahma create? That's what was explained. And when Lord Brahma has been given the task, what is the task? To expand. So first to create the universe, and after creating the universe, to populate the universe with progenation. So with Manus, Prajapatis. So when he first had created the Kumaras, they were not interested in the family, household activities, because they were already having a deeper understanding of what is spirituality, what is the purpose of life. As soon as they got a chance to come on the earth, which is considered very, very fortunate, they engaged themselves in tapasya, of what? On the Lord, not into the Grihastha ashram. Similarly, in the same way, there is Narada, Hamsa, Aruni, Yati, all the sons, they left. They left and they started living brahmachari life. After that, we come to see that Lord Brahma, another son of Lord Brahma was. So now we get to hear what did Lord Brahma create. When we have heard that Lord Brahma created the Kumaras, Narada, and such great exalted personalities, now we also try to understand what did Brahma create. He created adharma. So another son of Lord Brahma was irreligion, and his wife is falsity. From their combination were born two demons named Damba and Maya. We know that Damba means to bluff. So to show that I am great. Why do you go out and start saying I am great, I am great? That is what is called Damba. So, and then the second demon is Maya or cheating. These two demons were taken by a demon named Nirti, who had no children. And then from there we see that Brahma, everything was created from Brahma. Good, bad is created from Brahma. And regarding Narada, we understand that Narada, as soon as he got the opportunity, maybe you move this side or you move this side, so it's easy. So we know that Narada Muni, who was Narada Muni's previous life? He was son of a maid servant. And this maid servant, what she was doing is she was arranging food in the ashram for people who used to come there, eat, and then they used to go. And her job was to cook and arrange, clean. That's what she was doing. And once when the Chedurmas was there during the 4 months, it so happened that the Bhakti Vedantis, great scholarly people, they stayed there. Because when it's rainy and the 4 months is very difficult to travel, usually people don't venture for traveling long. So they stayed there in the ashram, and what was happening is these Bhakti Vedantists, they used to speak something very, very nice about the Lord. This is what the child was hearing, and the mother was cooking and cleaning and everything. And then not only that, Narada Muni got the opportunity to hear the katha that was being discussed by them, not being shared for him, but he was also able to eat the remnants that were left by the Bhaktivedantis. When he took this prasad, that got him to the Sukriti. That brought him to the Sukriti that he could appear as Narada in his next life. So here we understand that the law of karma continues birth after birth. So whether we accept it, whether we like it, whether we want it, but karma is so powerful that birth after birth, it's not only that, okay, let's do something now and next life we'll see next time. There is no, we cannot take such a risk. If we do good today, that will give us good tomorrow. But if we don't take care of it, then what will happen is that we will misuse the golden opportunity that we have in hand. Is it okay if I switch middle in Hindi? Yeah? So हमको एक बहुत important लेसन है कि हम जब कुछ काम करते हैं, कुछ कार्य करते हैं, हमको ऐसे सोचना चाहिए, हर एक काम तुरंत हमको एक चेक करना चाहिए कि ये हमको उन्नति देगी या हमको हमारा नाश कर सकता है. हम सोच सके कि ओके इस लाइफ में तो खैर चलेगा, शायद नेक्स्ट लाइफ हमने नहीं देखा है, लेकिन व्हाट विल हैपन इज ये कर्म का नीति ऐसा है कि अगर हम कुछ इस जन्म में करते हैं उसका फल जब तक उसका फल हम नहीं भोगते वो इस जन्म ही नहीं दूसरे जन्म तक आएगा. So because of that danger we should be very careful. So यहाँ उदाहरण दिया जाता है कि प्रभुपाद तात्पर्य में लिखते हैं नारद मुनि जो उनके पिछले जन्म में एक व्हाट इज मेड सर्वेंट नौकरानी दास सेविका उनके बेटा था और भक्ति वेदांतों के संवाद सुनते सुनते ज्ञान पाए और यही नहीं वो उनके प्रसाद पाकर भक्ति करुणा प्राप्त किए. उसके वजह से उनको भगवान कृष्ण स्वयं उनको दर्शन देते हैं लेकिन फॉर अ सेकेंड फॉर अ मोमेंट क्षण भर के लिए और बाद में उनका जन्म इस युग का जो अभी हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं वहाँ होता है. तो इसीलिए तो कर्म के माध्यम सबका जन्म होता है. सो मैत्रेय टोल्ड एक तो हमको पता चल गया है कि ये अधर्म और फॉल्सिटी व्हाट इज दैट फॉल्सिटी नहीं असत्य सो और यहाँ पे ये भी लिखा है कि नॉर्मली हम देखेंगे तो ब्रह्मा के पुत्र और पुत्री का मतलब ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर होते हैं लेकिन यहाँ अधर्म के कारण उनका विवाह या उनका संयोग से दंभ और माया का उत्पत्ति हुई. और दंभ और माया from Damba and Maya were born greed and Nikriti or cunning. From their combination came children named Krodha and Himsa. And from their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti. Durukti means harsh speech. तो हम यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि नॉर्मली हम सोचते ना ये क्या है अगर हम हिमालय हमको तो पर्वत ही दिखता है वहाँ पे उनका हिमवान कहाँ दिखता है. यहाँ देखा जाए ब्रह्म का जो रचना है हर एक चीज का एक पर्सनल फॉर्म व्यक्ति है. जिस तरह हम सोचते हैं ये अधर्म है, अधर्म के नाम से एक व्यक्ति भी है और वो व्यक्ति के थ्रू सब दुनिया अधर्म फैले हुई है. तो इस तरह ये नहीं दोनों अलग नहीं है, दोनों एक ही है लेकिन ये व्यक्ति रूप में है और वो जो कार्य है वो गुण रूप में है. या यू कैन स्पीड अप माय जॉब. और कली और निरीक्ति से पैदा हुई है मृत्यु और भीति. और मृत्यु और भीति से उत्पन्न होता है यातना और निरया. यातना मीन्स एक्सेसिव पेन, द ट्रबल सम, और निरया मतलब हेल्प. तो इस तरह मैत्रेय ऋषि कहते हैं विदुरा मैंने आपको किस तरह ये क्रिएशन ब्रह्मा की रचना जो एनिहिलेशन के लिए डिवास्टेशन व्हाट इज इट प्रलय के लिए जो भी चाहिए जिस तरह ब्रह्मा ने क्रिएट किया है मैंने आपको बोला है. और अभी यहाँ भी फलस्तुति है, हमने बातचीत किए थे ना. यहाँ का फलस्तुति है one who hears this description 3 times attains piety. And what is piety? I have checked up, it's not sukriti, it is punya. And washes the sins contamination from his soul. अगर हमको पता चलेगा कि ब्रह्मा ने किस तरह अधर्म ये सारे उनके संतान जो डिस्ट्रक्शन नाश के लिए उन्होंने उत्पन्न किए हैं, जस्ट ये 3 बार सुनने से हमको सर्व पाप नाश होता है। और प्रभुपाद परपट में देते हैं, The descendants of irreligion and falsity, born one after another, are bluffing, cheating, greed, cunning, anger, envy, quarrel, harsh speech, death, fear, severe pain and hell. Pura summary of it. All these descendants are described as the signs of devastation. If a person is pious and hears about these causes of devastation, he will feel hatred of all these. जब हम शुद्ध मन से ये सब कुछ समझते हैं कि भगवान ने इस तरह क्यों ये इसका रचना की है, तो हमको पता चलेगा कि इससे दूर रहना है। इसी से हमको स्वीकृति मिलेगा कि हम पुण्य कमा सकते हैं, पुण्य
एकत्रित कर सकते हैं,
पुण्यवान बने, या that we become auspicious, yeah, free from that. As recommended by Lord Chaitanya, one has to cleanse the dust from the mirror of mind, and then advancement on the path of liberation begins. So just सुनने से नहीं होगा, थोड़ा हमको भी फोकस से सुनना पड़ेगा और हमको भी अटेंशन देना पड़ेगा कि ये सारे गुण जो है ये हमारे लिए नहीं है। गुण तो है, जिस तरह इस रूम में वहाँ पे पीछे मैट है, बुक्स है, टेबल है, हाँ यहाँ पे ये भी है, सब चीज़ है, हर एक चीज़ का अपना अपना उपयोग रहता है और ये जो क्रिएट किए गए हैं उसका उपयोग हमारे लिए नहीं है। We should learn to despise all the causes of devastation, beginning from irreligion and cheating, and then we shall be able to make advancement in the life of piety. So after speaking this, so now Maitreya Rishi is saying to Vidura, now I will going to continue describing the dynasty of Swayambhu Manu. Yeah. अगर हम देखा जाए 4th कैंटो फर्स्ट 7 चैप्टर्स यही थे कि स्वयंभू मनु के तीन बेटियां थे। कौन है? हाँ, देवभूति, प्रसूति, आकुति एंड 2 बेटे हैं, उनके नाम उत्तानपाद, प्रियव्रता। किनको पता है कौन बड़ा है, प्रियव्रत या उत्तानपाद? अभी हम स्टोरी किसके बारे में बात करने वाले हैं? उत्तानपाद, लेकिन वो छोटा है। वो छोटे भाई होने के बावजूद इन स्पाइट ऑफ मैत्रेय ऋषि उनका कथा क्यों चर्चा करते हैं? क्योंकि उनके लीनियज में आता है कौन? ध्रुव महाराज, उनके बेटा ध्रुव महाराज। क्योंकि ध्रुव बड़ा भक्त है, बिकॉज ही इज अ ग्रेट डिवोटी। इसीलिए क्या होता है कि बोलने टाइम पे सीक्वेंस चेंज हो गया, बेटियों के बारे में पूरा चर्चा हो गया, बाद में अभी बात आया तो प्रियव्रत और उत्तानपाद में उत्तानपाद का कथा मैत्रेय ऋषि विदुर जी को कहते हैं। शी डज हिंदी अंडरस्टैंड और नॉट? Yeah, so say in English then. No, I am translating on live. So, O best of the Kuru dynasty, I shall now describe to you the descendant of Swayambhu Manu, who was born of a part of plenary expansion of the Supreme Lord. Swayambhu Manu had 3 daughters, 2 sons, and Uttanapad and Priyavrat were extremely empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unlike the great king Rishabha, who is the Lord himself, And then King Uttanapad, I mean, we would have even read it during our school days or come across this. There is a King Uttanapad and he had two wives, Suniti and Suruchi. The name itself, somehow when I see the names, I think is it a kind of fabricated story? No, but it's in the Bhagavatam, means it's pakka happened. So Suniti means all great quality, and Suruchi means all good taste. It's not about quality. What is tasty more? So he had two wives, Suniti and Suruchi, and obviously because of one who can give more taste, who was Suruchi, Uttanapada became very much attracted to Suruchi. Though he had two queens, Suniti and Suruchi, but he was attending more towards Suruchi. And in this process, what was happening is that Suniti was being neglected. ये होता है. Except Krishna, भगवान श्री कृष्णा ही हो सकते हैं जो उनके अगर एक रानी नहीं हजारों रानियां हैं, सबके वो इक्वली अटेंड कर पाते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ उत्तानापाद के दो पत्नियां हैं, एक सुनीति है, एक सुरुचि है. सुनीति बहुत अच्छी है और सुरुचि हम देखेंगे कितना अच्छी है. तो सुनीति के बेटा का नाम है ध्रुवा और सुरुचि के बेटा का नाम है उत्तमा. सो नाम भी बहुत अच्छे हैं. तो अगर कलयुग में देखेंगे, समटाइम किसी का नाम रहता है भीम, लेकिन वो बहुत पतला रहता है. यहाँ पे भी एक का नाम है उत्तम, देखते हैं वो कितना उत्तम है. So we see here that the name of the boy is Uttama. But what is happening is that one fine day, when Uttanapad was sitting on his throne, when he was sitting, then he had his son Uttama on his lap, and he was very affectionately attending him. Of course, this is nice because the father is very loving towards his son. But what was happening is, just seeing this, there was other son, Dhruva, who also wanted to sit on the lap. And Uttanapad is also father for Dhruva. So what he wanted is, he wanted to sit, but king did not very much welcome him. He was saying, he knows what can happen. If he was very simple, he would have took both of them, because luckily there are two laps. Because there are two laps, he could accommodate two kids, but that is not so simple as it looks. So when Dhruva wants to sit, Uttanapad was not so much encouraging or welcoming this idea, please come and sit. No. The reason is because he knows that Suruchi will not like it. Because Suruchi will not like, because she is envious of the child, because he has been seeing. But he was so much attached to his beloved Suruchi, so he was not so much attending to Dhruva. And then, when Dhruva was going and when he was not encouraged, immediately first Suruchi took hold of him because of envy. With great pride she began to speak so as to be heard by the king himself. Normally, अगर हम थोड़ा भी डरते हैं, आजकल, I mean, this is a role model, ना, that Suruchi is showing that पतिदेव से डरना क्या है. The reason is said here. Suruchi was in front of Uttanapad very loudly so that he can hear. She started chastising Dhruva. And in the purport, Prabhupada gives a very important message. This is because Uttanpada was encouraging favoritism. He is favored to one and he was not favored to other. So he was kind of very much favoring Suruchi. That gave her the liver and freedom that she could, in front of Uttanapad, speak something such grave and serious. But because of his favoritism towards his queen Suruchi, he could not welcome Dhruva Maharaj despite his feelings. So father will have feelings, but what is happening is there are two problems with this favoritism. One is that one who is having this feeling of favoritism, he is blind. Because he doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. Because of his feeling favoritism, he always want to give only to that person. We come across also this to some extent. You want a room or car? Room kavala? Lakshan, sit. So this favoritism is very, very dangerous. If we want to advance, we should understand that we should have our love for everyone. At least if not love, not hatred. First level is love for everyone, compassion for everyone. That is the best. So that we are not saying, hey, he is my favorite, he is my fan, or I am his fan, I am only doing it when I have to do indeed for everyone. This is a very nice example that the king had to take care of his two sons. We usually say, son is like eye to the father. So now the question is, which eye do you want to take care, this or this? We would just say both eyes are equal for us. But here the partiality is coming. Why? Because there is favoritism. He has the feeling which is covered. So he has the vision, but eye is blocked. Something like, we know this cataract? We know this, right? When the eye, this cataract also comes to only one eye. I mean, doctors can say. But just imagine, and this cataract is nothing but kind of a tissue, right? Or what is it? Infection, something. So this is also covering our heart. When we have this favoritism that he is mine and I want to favor only him, it can lead to two things. One is that we become blind and we follow wrong path. The second, even more dangerous problem is others can take benefit of it. Because here we see that what is happening, Suruchi knows that, hey, my husband, he will hear to me. Whatever I say, he will hear. That's why she was even openly speaking. And because of this, what happens? The other person is getting more confidence. Isn't it? The other person is gaining more confidence that, okay, even if even now she is only talking, even if I slap the child, because I see that he likes it or he is with me. So that's why we have to understand that the whole Dhruva pastime, the triggering point is favoritism. So if we really discuss about the whole chapters one after the other, if we can see where it all started is because of the favoritism. In our life also we will have such a similar circumstances. And what lesson we have to take from Bhagavatam is that we shouldn't become like Uttanapada. Of course, it doesn't mean that we revolt and then, no, this is dharma, I have to do like this only. We follow it, but we try to see how we can do it in a friendly manner, how we can explain, how we can exchange this and build confidence. You have a question? No? I thought it's already a topic. But you can ask. You can ask any question and I'll try to see if it's here. Now she can't even move her hands. So, we can very well check in our own life how we can improve. Yeah, of course, we all have this problem. Sometimes we are partial to someone. Sometimes we want to give only to someone because I want to build a relationship. This is what we may see sometimes, right? Someone in India or someone in UK or someone in different countries. We see that, okay, why are they so much favoring the person who are near? Why don't they give time to us? Or yeah, we may think that what is this? And we may do the same thing, but we don't know. They are doing the same thing because they don't know. So this favoritism is like doing things in blindness. No one knows. No. I am equal to everyone. Will say the same thing. I am equal to everyone, but at the same time, I am a victim of favoritism. Unless we correct ourselves every time, this favoritism can ruin our promising future and can lead to a karma that we may don't want to enjoy. Okay, coming back. So now very carefully listen what is the reason why Suruchi was not so keen to see that Dhruv sits, because she didn't have love for Dhruv. If she had love for Dhruv, what will happen? She would say, hey, come and sit. But she had envy. Because she has envy, and what is the word that's given here is Irsha. When we have Irsha, that how can he have this? How can he have this? It's a version of Irsha. Because she was very envious and with great pride, Garvita, she began to speak while the king listened. And what did she speak? We may come across similar conversations in our own life or would have heard, have seen, but this is too strong. She is saying, you don't deserve. He is saying, but this is so sweetly she says. He says, my dear child, you do not deserve to sit on the throne or on the lap of the king. Surely you are also the son of king. That's from a right point of view. You may think that yes, and it appears to be yes, but because you did not take your birth from my womb, you are not qualified to sit on your father's lap. So she indirectly informed Dhruv Maharaj, that although he happened to be born to the king, he was considered as an illegitimate son because of his birth from the womb of other queen. So she wants to establish a position that she is the only queen to Uttanapad. Others are not. So there might be a very Vedic way of some marriage would have happened, but she doesn't care. She wants to have this position only for her, that she is the queen. All others are dasis. And her name is Suruchi because she has given the taste to the king, so that whatever she speaks, the king is ready because he got so much attached to him. And she says, my dear child, you are unaware that you were born not of my womb but of another woman. Therefore, you should know that your attempt is doomed to failure. So if you want to sit on the throne, first of all, this is actually a level of throne, not lap. Lap, no one will care, na? After a minute, you can get down of the lap. Maybe you will spend 10 minutes playing with your father. The problem is not the lap, the problem is of the throne. If Dhruv becomes the king, what will happen to Uttama? So she already wants to make sure that the king hears this point, that this is not yours, this throne is not yours. Why? Because you are Dasi's son, indirectly. This is what these feelings be.
Dhruv was elder son.
Yes, Dhruv was elder son. That's what happens later when we come to the next chapters to understand Uttama will be hijacked and then Dhruv will come and save all this. Huh? So here we see the tendency can become so, it appears to be normal, but it's not normal. For us, we think that I am doing correct. Suruchi is also thinking she is doing correct. Why? Because she has got the confidence of King Uttanapad that for him she is everything. Yeah? When we are passive, right? Anyone can take anything. And here Uttanapad is passive because he was getting pleasure. So he want to be, he want to be in this state that he doesn't miss it. So he was fine with Suruchi, whatever she was doing, and it came to this level. So you do not deserve to sit on the throne or on the lap of the king. Why? Because you are born to some mother. What's happening?
That's it.
Dindayal Prabhu.
Huh?
Dindayal Prabhu also.
Above.
Above.
Top.
And he did not know. Dhruva is very innocent. How old is he? 5 years. When Dhruva is 5 years old, so much niti, how can he know? He was very simple. And he didn't know. He was just thinking, hey, he's my father. Just like how Uttama, right? He was also thinking, I am also same. We both are same, right? One king, 2 mothers, 2 children. Everything for him was normal. But there is so much that is beyond understanding of kid. This distinction which Dhruva didn't know, Suruchi started pointing out to make as if like, oh, this is the fact. This is another statement of Queen Suruchi. She is saying because of her pride, this is what she said, you don't fit here. And now, very, very important. I don't know how creative this can go. Now Suruchi is saying, if you at all desire to rise to the throne of the king, then do one thing. I have a great idea. What do you have to do? You have to undergo severe austerities. If you want to, and then he says, first of all, you must satisfy the Supreme Lord Narayan, and then when you are favored by him because of such worship, now the funny point comes. You will have to take your next birth from my womb. In a way, she wants to say, hey, you don't have eligibility. बिना टिकट कहाँ चलते हैं, चल क्या होगे? मुफ्त में कोई सिनेमा देखने आएंगे तो क्या करेंगे, निकाल देंगे ना. यहाँ पे सुरुचि was saying, तुम्हारे भाग्य रेखा ऐसा है कि तुमको इस जन्म में तो नहीं होगा. इस जन्म में नहीं हो सकता है. तुमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? पहले भगवान नारायण का what do you call austerity, तपस्या करना पड़ेगा. उनको प्रसन्न करने के बाद जो सुकृति मिलेगा, वो सुकृति से तुम जब मुझको मेरा गर्भ से जन्म लोगे, तब तुमको ये पॉसिबल. या फनी इसलिए है क्योंकि जब भगवान प्रकट होते हैं तो हम क्या पूछते हैं. Anyway, that's interesting. So Suruchi was so envious of Dhruv Maharaj that she indirectly asked him to change the body. Who will ask that, hey, you die? No one will ask. That too to a child who is 5 years old. For a 5 years old, so cruelly Suruchi is saying, you died, take birth in me, then your desire will be fulfilled. There is no chance. Indirectly she wants to say there is no chance. If at all there is there, that is also because of me only. Not because of Narayan. That is also because of me. So the great Maitreya continued. And now, as a snake, when struck by a stick, breathes very heavily. Dhruva Maharaj, having been struck by the strong words of stepmother, began to breathe very heavily because of great anger. When he saw that his father was silent and did not protest, he immediately left the palace and went to his mother. थोड़ा आशा था कि इतना तक हुआ है, उनके पूज्य पिताजी कुछ कहेंगे नहीं. He didn't speak a word. He was thinking what will happen ये ना हो जाए धुलाई मेरा भी हो. Instead of only the kid, na? Maybe later I'll give a chocolate to the kid, he will be happy. But he didn't speak. But for Dhruva it was too much. It was so much that he could not take it. And first of all he heard that he didn't want to hear. Second thing, his father was silent, so he left the place. And then he went to his mother. When he reached his mother with his lips trembling in anger, and he was crying very grievously. Queen Suniti lifted his son onto her lap. While the palace residents who have heard all the harsh words of Suruchi related everything in detail. There are two things. Of course, Prabhupada didn't explain that in the purport. He didn't mention anything in the purport, or he didn't write the purport for this verse. We see that there is one thing that Dhruva was disturbed by because he could not sit on lap. But here Suniti is offering lap and she took him on the lap. So sometimes what may happen is we think that that is the place I want to be. And if I don't get that, I am totally disturbed. I am very, very angry. This is what is happening. We lose our control, we forget ourselves, and then we are so much disturbed that what is so precious is actually Suniti's lap. He is already getting love and affection from his mother. But he wanted what? That what he is not getting. This also happens in our life, right? If we what we get now, we will never think, hey, it's already there now. We take it very easy. What Lord has given, we think it very easy. बहुत आसानी से मिल गया ये सब कुछ. And yeah, the reason I am laughing is sometimes some people will work very hard. Just imagine there is very nice box, very nicely decorated, with what is this, golden foil with nice ribbon and everything. I keep it here. Everyone's attention is in that. What is that? In the end, will I get it? Will I get it? Everyone is thinking. Just imagine inside there is shit. No one knows. That's what happens. We don't know. But we think that it looks so nice, and in that mood, our whole attention goes to that. But rather, we should see what we already have. And Krishna is saying, one should not over endeavor. One should just be satisfied with what we are getting.
Prabhu Shista, at times such instant, like for Dhruva Maharaj, it was like a trigger point also for him to try something else which normally he would have not done. He would have got satisfied. Like that in our lives also, sometimes we want something and we don't get it. And we try harder for other things. Maybe later we understood if that failure would not have happened, we would have not changed our direction and gotten into something. So how to know, my question is that when to stop and
when to know whether there is shit or the gold inside the box.
Or to endeavor or not to.
Yeah. When we know, this is a very nice question, right? Should we really do something or not do something? If we do something, we end up with this problem. If we don't do, what will happen is we don't get anything. So we should just, that's why, understand what is real value. For Uttanapad, he was thinking the real value is to sit on his father's lap. He thought that's the most important thing. Yeah. Of course, later when Narada Muni comes, he gets, then he understands, this is nothing. So that's why we need to have a guru. We need to have a spiritual master who can tell what is that we can really put effort in. Otherwise, what will happen? We keep on thinking, hey, this is what I want, this is what. After we really understand that's nothing but shit. That is the reason we are not happy. We get what we are really wanting. We really work hard. After getting then we, अरे ये नहीं था मेरा plan. मैं कुछ और सोचा ये मिलेगा मुझे. This is what happens. We think that I am expecting something. In the end, I am getting something. I am not happy. Again change. That is the reason why we need to take shelter of Guru. Who is going to tell? All these are glittering. Yeah, this box of golden wrap is only glittering. And not everything glitters is gold. How to know? I mean, to your question, when we are in consultation of spiritual master, who knows what is real gold, what is not, what is fake? Because fake, Chitramali Mataji will get a nice necklace given by Ratikeli Mataji. She will go and she says, see, देखो देखो कितना अच्छा है, दिखने में अच्छा है, कितना वैल्यू रहेगा? वो रहेगा 1 करोड़. बाद में सोना चांदी के पास खींचने के बाद पता चलेगा कितना वैल्यू है. ये 1 ग्राम गोल्ड का है. Just for 1 gram, we were thinking it is like 20-30 grams of gold. I mean, you will anyway give nice gift. I'm just telling. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah. So it's not that we can simply not do anything. We have to do something, but we need to know what to do. That is what is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is teaching us what to do and what we don't have to do. क्योंकि प्रहलाद जी बोलते हैं ये सुख और दुख तो आते जाते हैं. इट्स लाइक सीजन्स. इवन कृष्णा इज डायरेक्टली टेलिंग इन भगवद गीता, if someone is becoming bhagyavan, he will also will have time where he is not having all that will come and go. प्रहलाद कहते हैं कि if we want to be happy, we don't have to do anything. Why? Because अगर हम करें या ना करें, सुख और दुख आते जाते रहते हैं. हमको जस्ट वी हैव टू वेट, वी हैव टू हैव पेशेंस. ये रहता है ना स्टॉक मार्केट, व्हेन वी हैव पेशेंस मार्केट अच्छा रहेगा. जब नहीं रहेगा डूबेंगे. इसी तरह यहाँ पे अगर हमको पता नहीं चलेगा कब तक हमको ये आस्था रखना है और धीरज रखना है, तो हम वी वांट एनकैश क्विकली. That would be the wrong time. By the way, I mean, I'm not watching any stock market investments. You want to say something?
I have a question on favoritism.
Hmm.
There are instances when we do favoritism and the others suffer, and somebody would suffer, somebody will get benefit.
Yes.
That's the beauty of favoritism.
Hmm.
And there are instances that when we get suffered because of somebody who is doing favoritism. So we cannot control others' actions. But in that case, how should we keep ourselves so that
If you wait 3 verses, you get the answer. It's there here. Yeah, I think this is what Suniti is going to tell what to do. Yeah. हाँ? Yes, Prabhuji.
जैसे आपने कहा ध्रुव महाराज का कि लगभग 5 साल की उम्र थी और इनको मन चाहा उनके साथ नहीं हुआ, ये पिता की गोद में बैठना चाहते थे, ये नहीं हुआ तो ये भगवान की भक्ति करने लगे, तपस्या करने लगे. ये तो साधारण नहीं है, क्योंकि हर बच्चे के साथ ऐसा होता है, हर किसी को उसकी मन चाहिए चीज़ नहीं मिलती. तो भगवान की तपस्या करने के लिए क्या पिछले जन्म का कुछ था इनका? अब जैसे प्रहलाद महाराज थे,
वो एंड में पता चलता है. हाँ, लेकिन और एक कारण भी है, क्योंकि उनका गुरु कौन है? नारद मुनि. जब उनके गुरु हमको ये नहीं देखने का, हम ऐसे नहीं सोचते हम तो ऑर्डिनरी है, हमारा पता नहीं कब का क्या हुआ था, पिछले जन्म क्या है. अगर हमको सही गुरु मिलेगा तो उन्नति कैसे होगा, इस उदाहरण से पता चलता है. क्योंकि 5 साल का बालक जब इस तरह सोचता है जाने के लिए, इवन नारद मुनि भी बहुत सरप्राइज होते हैं.
वो तो आपकी बात ये गुरु तो ठीक है, नारद मुनि थे, लेकिन शिष्य में भी इतनी दृढ़ता थी आज्ञा का पालन करके,
क्योंकि वो क्षत्रिय थे. क्षत्रिय के कारण उनमें इतना एडमेंट, विल पावर नहीं, एडमेंट, जिद थी. दृढ़ता भी नहीं, दृढ़ता मतलब स्टेबिलिटी है, ये वो भी नहीं, दृढ़, मैं मेरे पिता के गोद में बैठ के ही रहूंगा, यही था. तो बच्चों का जिद जो है, लेकिन जो गुरु के माध्यम जब उनको असली मार्ग मिलता है तो सफल होते हैं. एंड फॉर यू, आई मीन वी आर कमिंग वेरी सून.
I also have a question, but I can
we'll see maybe.
At the end.
So सुनीति के पास पहुंच गए और सुनीति ने उनके क्या हुआ तो सब जो वहाँ जो हुआ था उसने वो वृत्तांत समझाए और उसके बाद सुनीति का पेशेंस क्या है?
संयम।
संयम नहीं,
सब्र भी हो, संयम।
सब्र,
सब्र।
पेशेंस पहले किस
संयम।
संयम भी है। सब्र का पाठ मिल गया।
पेशेंस, धैर्य, that's what the word, yeah, धैर्य. So she lost धैर्यात उत्साहात अभयात. I mean, this is the shloka in letter of instruction. So dhairya, this is the word I am looking. So even she lost her own patience. Come on, it's right. My son, okay, if I am ill-treated, that's okay. But my son is also ill-treated. What he has done? उसने क्या किया कि उसको इतना बड़ा दंड मिला है? क्या? Not दंड, अवमान. It's an insult, right? अपमान. हाँ? तो जब हम थोड़ा थोड़ा सह लेते हैं, लेकिन जब हमारे प्यारे प्रिय किसी को मिसहैंडल, दुर्व्यवहार, when the kids for her kid was mishandled, then she became very impatient, and now she is saying she also became very angry, and example given is she started burning like fire, as if in a forest fire, and in her grief she became like a burnt leaf. उस अग्नि में अगर एक ड्राई लीफ होता तो किस तरह जल जाते हैं, उस क्रोध में, क्रोध के कारण सुनीति बहुत नॉट जलन होती, जलन मीन्स एनवी ना, जल रही. As she remembered the words of her co-wife, her bright lotus-like face filled with tears, and thus she spoke. She is now saying that, my dear son, don't wish for anything inauspicious for others. Usually what we see, we are ill-treated, let's also do something. मेरा दुर्व्यवहार हुआ है, मुझे भी आता है किसको कैसे सबक सिखाना है. मैं भी MS किया है, PhD किया है, थोड़ी है, मुझे भी आता है किसको कहाँ मारना है. मौका मिलना चाहिए बस. No, सुनीति, the name itself, सुनीति. We need to have this नीति. क्या सही है, क्या नहीं है, क्या धर्म है, क्या अधर्म है. तो वो कहती है कि नहीं, whatever Suruchi has said is right. She even said. सुनीति में ये भी रहता है ना, अगर हम अच्छे रहते हैं तो दूसरों में भी अच्छे देखते हैं. अगर हम अच्छे हैं तो दूसरे में क्या देखते हैं? अच्छे देखते हैं. अगर हम में थोड़ा बुराई है, हम दूसरे में बुराई आसान से देखते हैं. तो यहाँ पे सुनीति ने क्या देखी, सुरुचि जो कहती है वो सही है. ये नहीं है कि वो बोलते सुरुचि कौन होती है, ओ मेरे बाद में आई है, और वो जाके राजा से व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, लड़ाई नहीं, रॉयल कोर्ट, व्हाट इज इट,
राज्यसभा में,
सभा में A to Z जस्टिस के लिए लड़ेंगे, ऐसे नहीं था. वो कहती है कि फर्स्ट थिंग इज माँ मंगलम तात परेश ममस्ता. So first let's not think ill about others. First thing, first niti. The second thing is, because one who inflicts pain upon others suffers himself from that pain. Already जो कर रहा है, whatever is someone is doing vikarma, the result will anyway come. What is it? Bhungte jano yad para dukkhadas tat. So the person who has done not good for us, or he will anyway have to suffer. Why we speak again unnecessarily? उनको तो anyway धुलाई होने वाला है. अगर हम बोलेंगे हम भी शामिल हो जाएंगे. हमारा भी बाद में धुलाई होगा. भगवान जो है देखेगा. So this is first act. Then she says, whatever Surichi has said is true because your father feels ashamed to accept me as his wife or even as maid servant. So she's saying facts. अभी facts का time आया है, समझाना पड़ेगा ना बेटा को. He's saying I'm not as greatly considered by your father. You have taken birth from an unfortunate woman and have grown up by drinking her breast milk. She's saying she herself is feeling so much pain. It's not like हाँ मैं शांत हूँ मैं अच्छा बोलूँ. She also is feeling so much pain for what is happening. And out of that pain she says, oh, just because you were born for me, that's why you are not getting this. She is also feeling pain. And now she says that execute her instruction of worshipping Lord's lotus feet. Aradhya adokshaja pada padmam. Now worship भगवान का शरण कमल क्या था प्यूर हिंदी में बोलो ना अभी
शुद्ध
without being envious of her. Here again, it's not that because of your envy then you are going and worshipping. नहीं, भक्ति करो ऐसा करो ताकि भगवान को प्रसन्न करो. अगर हमें envy होगा ईर्ष्या होगा तो भगवान प्रसन्न कैसे होंगे? नहीं होंगे. So if you desire to sit on the same throne as your stepbrother, then do this. And then she further explains. यस्यांग्रि पद्मं परिचर्य विश्वा विभावनायत गुणाभिपत्ते अजोध्यातिस्थं खलो पारमेश्यं पदम जितात्मा स्वसनाभिवंद्यम. So he is saying, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead is so great that simply by worshipping his lotus feet, your your great grandfather Brahma, Lord Brahma acquired the necessary qualifications to create the universe. Example भी दे रहे हैं कि पूर्वजों को देखो. What do you call great grandfather? परदादा ब्रह्मा जी है. उनको ये शक्ति कहाँ से आई? क्योंकि वो प्रार्थना किया, भगवान का आराधना किया तो शक्ति प्राप्त की है. Although he is unborn and is chief of all living creatures, he is situated in that exalted position because of the mercy of the Lord, whom even great yogis worship by controlling the mind and regulating the air. So, to become successful in any attempt, one not only has to undergo severe penances and austerities, क्योंकि सुनीति बोल रही ना जाके तपस्या करो, but also must depend on the mercy of the Lord. ये ऐसे नहीं कि हाँ मुझ में शक्ति है और मैं ऐसे लोगों के समान नहीं हूँ, मैं अलग का हूँ, अलग तरीके का हूँ, लेट मी डू इट. नहीं होगा, क्योंकि सिर्फ तपस्या और what is austerity? नहीं, तपस्या and austerity are different. Tapasya means to meditate on the Lord and continuously remembering Him. That is penance.
वैराग्य.
There is detachment, renunciation. Austerity मतलब तकलीफ लेना. यही रहता है. एक मिनट देखता हूँ कुछ है क्या. परिचर्या वर्शिप विभावना क्रिएटिंग रिसीव अनडाउटेडली परिश्रम. परिश्रम सही है, करेक्ट. यहाँ पे नहीं, लेकिन वी कम अक्रॉस दिस ऑल्सो इन द अदर कैंटो. परिश्रम हार्ड वर्क. ऑस्टेरिटी
Which gives good result is called parishram.
hard work beyond what we can easily do, beyond what we can comfortably do, that is what is austerity. अगर हम 6 घंटे फास्टिंग कर सकते हैं वो नॉर्मल है, वो परिश्रम नहीं है. जब हम 12 घंटे करेंगे तब वो ऑस्टेरिटी है. Anyway, so जब हम when we can bring penance and austerity, that's not enough, but one has to depend on the mercy of the Lord. This is what his mother is telling. What is she telling? That indirectly Indirectly, the words of Suruchi were a benediction for Dhruva Maharaj, isn't it? What Suruchi was saying, hey, you don't have any other go, जाओ नारायण का आराधना करो और जो सुकृति मिलेगा, हाँ, ये नहीं, ये जो पुण्य पाओगे तब मुझसे जन्म लोगे, हाँ, वो एक्चुअली एक तरह लग रहा है कि वो श्राप है, हाँ, उस श्राप में भी क्या था एक्चुअली ब्लेसिंग ही था. एंड देन सुनीति, हाँ, कहते हैं कि तुम्हारे ऑलरेडी लॉर्ड ब्रह्मा के बारे में बोले कि ब्रह्मा, हाँ, भगवान का शक्ति पाकर ही ये पूरा सृष्टि किया था. और बाद में एग्जाम्पल दे दी है कौन किसका, स्वयंभव मनु, हाँ, मनु योर ग्रैंडफादर अचीव्ड मटेरियल हैप्पीनेस, भौमम सुखम एंड लेटर लिबरेशन आपवर्ग्यम, which are difficult to achieve by other means. So even अगर ब्रह्मा जी ने सृष्टि का रचना किया है या मनु ने पूरा क्रिएशन प्रोजेनेशन किया था और बाद में मुक्ति पाए, ये दोनों का सीक्रेट क्या है, भगवान का कृपा है. So now she is saying तमेव वत्साश्रय भृत्य वत्सलम मुमुक्षुभिर मृग्य पदाब्ज पद्दितम पद्धतिम अनन्य भावे निज धर्म भाविते मनसि अवस्थाप्य भजस्व पुरुषम. Here is saying, in this connection she is saying that who is Lord? She is saying, you know, this Lord is very, very great. Why? Because you should take shelter of that Lord who is very, very kind. What kind of kindness is referred here is Bhritya Vatsala. We know Bhritya means servant. Bhritya Vatsala, how much is, it's compared to the love that even 1,000 mothers can give to a child is incomparable to the love and care that the Lord is giving to his devotees. I think that is in the purport. Let me see. Yeah. Bhritya Vatsalam indicates that Lord's affection for his servant is more than the affection of millions of mothers put together. 1,000 was small. Millions of mothers. And then even a small child like Dhruva can be purified by the path of bhakti, not by karma kanda or demigod worship. As soon as one places the Supreme Lord in one's heart, everything becomes easy and successful. And now he is telling finally, Nanyam tata padma palasa lochanad dukkha chidam te mragayami kanchana yo mrigyate hasta grihita padmaya shriyeta rer anga vimrugyamanaya. He is saying, no one is capable of extinguishing your distress except the Lord. यूजुअली हम क्या करते हैं, जब हमको कठिनाई आती है, दुख आता है, हम क्या करते हैं, हम सोचते हैं पहले हम अपने आप को रास्ता देख ले, सुलझ पाएंगे, लेकिन नहीं हो सकता है. यहाँ पे कहते हैं कि as far as I am concerned, I do not find anyone who can mitigate. Suniti is saying that I do not find anyone who can mitigate your distress but the Supreme Lord, whose eyes are like lotus petals. Many demigods such as Lord Brahma seek the pleasure of goddess of fortune, but the goddess of fortune herself, with a lotus flower in her hand, is always ready to render service to the Supreme Lord. This is again very nice statement. Usually sometimes people think that I want to become rich, I want to become wealthy, and who is the god to be worshipped? Lakshmi Devi. And they are so much absorbed that अगर लक्ष्मी प्रसन्न हो गई तो जिंदगी सक्सेस. लेकिन यहाँ कहते हैं कि लक्ष्मी किनके सेवा में निमग्न रहती है? विष्णु जी के. जब विष्णु जी खुश है, ऑटोमेटिकली लक्ष्मी देवी खुश हो जाएगी. नहीं तो ये क्या हो जाता है, यार हम सोचते हैं कि लक्ष्मी के लिए लक्ष्मी देवी का उपासना करेंगे, ज्ञान के लिए सरस्वती का उपासना करेंगे, इस तरह हम चॉइस, हाँ बहुत सारे हैं ना ऑप्शंस। हाँ, गणेश प्रॉस्पेरिटी, क्या है प्रॉस्पेरिटी?
बुद्धि
संकटनाशक।
बुद्धि, बुद्धि ही नहीं, शुभ, शुभ, शुभ और लाभ के लिए, लाभ नॉट इवन शुभ,
Both Shubh and Labha.
शुभ एंड लाभ आर टुगेदर प्रॉस्पेरिटी।
Son of Ganesha.
हाँ, that is okay. What is the meaning of prosperity? I mean, लाभ means
Sampanta.
हाँ,
Sampanta.
संपन्नता,
समृद्धि।
समृद्धि। हाँ, सानिका। So हम नॉर्मली वेरी स्मार्ट है ना, हम सोचते हैं कि अगर है इस तरह करें, अगर हम रियली स्मार्ट है, हमको इस श्लोक से पता चलता है हम कितने स्मार्ट हैं। यहाँ सुनीति कहती है कि मुझे कुछ और रास्ता नहीं दिखता है जिससे हम खुश हो सके या हमारे दुख को दूर करे। एक ही एक रास्ता है जो भगवान जिनके लोटस पेटल्स, पंखुड़ियाँ, कमल के पंखुड़े के समान कमल नयन है, और जिसने ब्रह्मा जी ने उनका आराधना किया और सफल हुए, और बाद में लक्ष्मी उनका आराधना करती है। तो इससे हमको पता चलता है कि एक अगर हम श्रीमान श्री नारायण जी का आराधना करते हैं और उनको अगर हम प्रसन्न रखते हैं तो हम वो कठिनाई नहीं, दुखी नहीं, सुख भी नहीं, हमको उससे हायर रिजल्ट मिलेगा जो है वो भक्ति है। इसलिए लोग पूछते हैं हमको क्या चाहिए, हम बोलेंगे हमको सुख चाहिए। सुख से भी अधिक है आनंद। वो आनंद का प्राप्ति होती है जब हम भक्ति मार्ग में आते हैं। बिना भक्ति आनंद का क्वेश्चन है ही नहीं। देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ bliss without coming to the path of devotion. Whatever we may experience is kind of feeling of happiness, but it's compared to like in olden days the kings used to, I think who has read, the kings used to take the prisoner to in the midst of a water bed in a sea or a lake or a river, and then they used to put the head of the prisoner in the water and just for a moment take him out so that he feel relief and he experience great happiness. That's not happiness, it's only relief. So जो हम सोचते हैं सुख है वो ये है कि जब दुख नहीं रहेगा ना, हम वो सुख है। Even if we talk in scientific terms, there is nothing called cold. What is heat? When the absence of heat is cold. When we talk in the duality. So सुख और दुख द्वंद्व है, द्वैत है। When अद्वैत में जब जाते हैं तब समझ में आता है कि ये दोनों के नहीं, हमको इससे परे होना है, और भक्ति मार्ग से जो मिलेगा, जो आनंद मिलेगा वो किसी से कंपेरेबल नहीं है। Anyway, until what time I can talk? I mean, Katha can go on until 1 o'clock?
1:30 also we can start.
No, others.
So is there any example of bliss?
Huh?
Is there any example of bliss? I mean, apart from Bhakti Marg?
I can't imagine. That's why I'm saying only Bhakti Marg gives that.
Only when we come to devotion, then we start feeling bliss.
There is also experience of glimpse of bliss when one is following this. What is it called? What is this called? Ashtanga Yoga. When you, because Patanjali Yoga Sutra says in the first chapter that one can, when one reaches samadhi, he experiences that happiness that is also again beyond this. But indirectly, if we see that stage is also a part of Bhakti Yoga only. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. So he is coming to Brahma Bhuta state. That is still also partial realization of the Supreme Lord.
Yes.
And people who think that I am happy, but who are not doing bhakti, they are in illusion. So that's where it comes to. We may think that, hey, I am happy because I don't want God. I don't know. Recently, some situation came, right? We know this that अभी सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है, सब ठीक चल रहा है, तो भक्ति क्यों चाहिए? ऐसे भी लोग रहते हैं ना जो सोचते हैं ये नहीं सब ठीक चल रहा है तो भगवान क्यों चाहिए। हाँ, जब भगवान टाइट से पकड़ते हैं ना, अभी तो फ्रीडम है, खुला रख दिया, छोड़ दिए। जब भगवान पकड़ेंगे टाइट तब पता चलेगा हाँ भगवान याद आए। So is it okay? We can continue for few more minutes or? Yeah. Or we want to have a 5 minutes break and then 40 minutes class. That's better, I think. 5-10 minutes break. क्या करेंगे, कथा करेंगे या ब्रेक लेंगे?
ब्रेक किस लिए? अभी बाद में वैसे ही ब्रेक है।
ये सही है।
टाइम यूज कर सकते हैं।
सही है। नहीं मैं ब्रेक इसलिए कहता हूँ क्योंकि बोर ना हो जाए।
क्योंकि ये ध्रुव महाराज की जो कामयाबी थी इसके पीछे तो उसकी माँ का हाथ भी था, बहुत बड़ा हाथ था।
हाँ
क्योंकि जिन सबको इतना अच्छा उपदेश दिया और आगे बढ़ने के लिए।
हाँ हाँ, इसीलिए अगर हम देखेंगे आप पूछ रहे थे ना कि ध्रुव कौन है। हाँ, अगर हम देखेंगे तो उनका परदादा थे ब्रह्मा जी, हाँ, और दादाजी थे स्वयं मानो, तो बड़े बड़े थे, महात्मा थे सब। तो ध्रुव महाराज भी और सुनीति भागदारी, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, शेर भागीदारी या भी बहुत है। क्योंकि आजकल अगर बच्चे भक्ति करना चाहते हैं तो भी हम डर जाते हैं कि हाँ ये ना हो जाए ये लोग कुछ कर बैठे ताकि उनको आगे फ्यूचर और डिफिकल्ट हो जाए। हाँ, लेकिन सुनीति ने जिस तरह आपने कहा था, बिकॉज ऑफ शी ऑल्सो सेड ओके द सोल्यूशन, आई डोंट हैव द सोल्यूशन, यू गो एंड फाइंड आउट द सोल्यूशन। टिपिकल वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड की तरह है, पता नहीं इंडिया में हो रहा है ऐसे आता है, बैठ जाओ पढ़ाई करो पहले, आफ्टर स्टडीज, आफ्टर हायर एजुकेशन, आफ्टर मैरिज, आफ्टर किड्स, देन यू कैन डू वॉट एवर यू वांट। तब तक कितना एज हो जाएगा? 55 ईयर्स।
After marrying your kids.
5 ईयर्स नहीं, 5 ईयर्स बालक नहीं रहेगा, 55 ईयर्स आदमी रहेगा। तो तब तक तो वो भी एक उत्तरापाद बन जाएगा। तो या रियली सुनीति भी बहुत,
क्योंकि अगर सुनीति की जो ना सुरुचि होती है इसकी माँ, ये भगवान तक काम हो।
हाँ, लड़ाई होती रहती है सुरुचि 1 सुरुचि 2 के बीच में।
Generally we say mother is the first guru of the child. So this is our just saying, or it is also there in the Vedic scripture alignment, or just nowadays saying only?
That is coming from some Upanishad, I don't remember,
Okay.
but that is still a very low level of understanding. The higher level of understanding is Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva. So that is the understanding. People who do not accept God, they go into this understanding that hey, भगवान के स्वरूप में पिताजी है, माताजी है, mother and father are there. They are and we see only in the varnashrama system level only. जहाँ पे एक फैमिली है, उनके बेटे हैं जो पेरेंट्स को देखते हैं और बच्चों को देखते हैं, इस तरह का सेटअप जो है ना उस फिटिंग में है।
नहीं प्रभु जी, उस हिसाब से जैसे हमारे स्कूल के टीचर भी हमारे गुरु हुए, स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर के हिसाब से आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट मदर फादर एंड ऑल दैट, बट जैसे जो भी हमको शिक्षा दे रहे हैं,
हाँ, शिक्षा गुरु तो है, शिक्षा गुरु, क्योंकि हाँ बिकॉज द पेरेंट्स आर है, द पेरेंट्स आर टीचिंग एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम स्क्रैच, हाँ, हाउ टू वॉक, हाउ टू टॉक।
क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी शिक्षा सुनीति की थी ना कि ठीक है आप उनके दूसरे लोगों के लिए बुरा मत सोचो।
हाँ, no, even I'm saying, even if she would have taught ill, but still, because still she has taught something good, she is still teacher. Who are gurus? That there is this mother, and also guru's wife is also guru. And coming to Saptamatrikas, the 7 mothers, we see that okay, they have given something. So everyone belongs to that mother category, and everyone is guru. So in a way, even cow is also guru. Okay, let's go on. Because now Dhruv leaves home. Because now he has. It's not that okay. He got the blessing and now he is going. He is still so much disturbed that he wants to find a way now. He want to find a solution. इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है उसको क्या था कि उनके पिताजी के गोद में नहीं बैठ पाए तो और hearing his mother's instructions for fulfilling his desires Artha Agama Dhruva controlled his mind by his intelligence and left home. Usually this when we talk about anger management, this is almost at the peak of anger management. Ideally anger management ऐसा होता है कि तुरंत जब हमको पता चलता है कि हम क्रोधित हो रहे हैं उस पे इंटरेस्ट छोड़ना है और क्या करना है. सोल्यूशन किसने बताया? What we should do? We should do japa. This is what we discussed in the Bhagavad Saptah. सोल्यूशन ये है कि अगर तुरंत हमको पता चला गया कि हम क्रोधित हो रहे हैं, हमको तुरंत माला पकड़ के जाप करना है. अगर वो नहीं कर पाए, एटलीस्ट जब इंस्ट्रक्शन मिला है कि हम क्या करें, आराधना करेंगे, तो तुरंत ध्रुव ने क्या किया? he controlled his mind by his intelligence. तो इसीलिए हमको गुरु का आवश्यकता होती है क्योंकि हमको बुद्धि प्रदान होती है. जब हमको बुद्धि आती है तभी हम कंट्रोल कर पाते हैं माइंड को. तो यहाँ ध्रुव ने माइंड को कंट्रोल किए और घर छोड़ के गए. And then Narada was astonished hearing this news and approached Dhruva. So नारद बहुत चकित होते हैं. घर छोड़ने के बाद जब सुनते हैं वो एक बालक इस तरह कर सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है. तो बहुत आश्चर्य होते हैं. Understanding all the activities of Dhruva Maharaj, he was struck with wonder. आश्चर्य. Chikitsa. What is that? Overhearing. तो वहाँ पहुँचते हैं और यहाँ पे वो जब पहुँचते हैं ध्रुव के सिर को टच करते हैं. ये फोटो, I mean you may have seen this painting, ना, where Narad Muni is coming and touching the head of the boy. He approached Dhruva and touching the boy's head with his all virtuous hand, he spoke as follows. So, Narada Muni, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in everyone's heart, and as soon as he understands that a living entity, जो हमारे अंदर जो परमेश्वर है, वो देखते रहते हैं कि कब हम उनके साइड मुड़ेंगे. हम ऑलवेज बिजी रहते हैं कि नहीं भगवान को देखेंगे तो हमको कन्फेस करना पड़ेगा बहुत कुछ, क्या बैड वर्ड है, गलत नहीं, क्या
बुरे,
रुचि में है हम. तो अगर हम भगवान के आगे जाके बोल सकते हैं क्या? नहीं मैंने दारू पिया है, मैंने ये किया है, वो किया है. तो इसलिए हम भगवान के पास भी नहीं जाते. लेकिन जब एक भक्त सोचता है कि when one thinks that I want to go and worship the Lord who is present inside the heart, he comes arrangement, he makes arrangement, and this brought Narada Muni, and now he is going to instruct. Narada was astonished. Narada को कैसे पता चला? नारदा, ये परपट में पोपा लिखते हैं कि त्रिकाल ज्ञान, तो उनको सब कुछ पता है. Narada is त्रिकाल ज्ञान and knows everyone's heart just like the super soul. And then as soon as the Lord understands the living entity is determined and serious about entering devotional service, he immediately sends his representative. हम समझते हैं ना, अरे ये कैसे हो गया, 1 साल पहले तो भक्ति में नहीं था, अचानक कैसे बहुत तुरंत एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन टिकट मिल गया, बैठ गया, भक्ति हो गया. क्यों? क्योंकि भगवान देखते हैं कितना तीव्रता से वो भगवान को के पास आना चाहते हैं. हाँ, दो तरीके के लोग रहते हैं. एक कौन है, हे भगवान ये कष्ट इतना हो गया, हे भगवान, दैट इज ऑल्सो तीव्र. One who is struggling very hard is also coming to this understanding, because he is saying, I am really frustrated with this whatever is happening. Hey Bhagwan, give me some option. Then Lord will send a representative. Now someone is very busy at work, very busy, and they get really frustrated. Why the same thing is happening every day? I solved the problem today, but still the problem is there tomorrow, and the problem will be there day after tomorrow. Is there no hope? One who is frustrated, they will pray to Lord, hey Lord, please bring an end to all this suffering. So people who are frustrated and suffering, and out of that frustration is calling out, the Lord is appearing, sending his representatives. This is one. And the second one who, I mean, this is what we were discussing about Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva के पास कौन जाते हैं? दो तरीके के लोग. एक है ये फ्रस्ट्रेटेड लोग हैं जो हमको लिबरेशन चाहिए जाते हैं. एक है जो जाते हैं बुद्धि नहीं है, बुद्धि नहीं है, जो जिसको पास बुद्धि नहीं रहता, डल हेडेड. वन हु इज डल हेडेड विल गो टू लॉर्ड शिवा. वाई? बिकॉज होप, अरे इतना इंटेलेक्चुअल नहीं है, हम बहुत सादा सिंपल है, हमको उतना श्लोक नहीं आते, उतना भक्ति नहीं करते हैं, हे भगवान रास्ता दिखा दो. तो दो तरीके के लोग इजीली दे विल गो. अदर्स ना, नहीं बाद में देखेंगे.
Practice explore करते हैं.
हाँ.
Those who think that,
Those who think that I know something, na, I can manage it.
or they think that they can solve their problem themselves. They
Hmm.
don't need to depend on anybody else.
Yes. And they will come to a frustration because they cannot solve it. It's only a feeling that I can solve it. But it is said that still the supreme will has the supremacy. So until the Lord is giving us that, that will also come. I think I missed somewhere. We know this, na? Man proposes, God disposes. So unless God is disposing, whatever man thinks, na, it will not happen. हम सोचेंगे हे हमारे बल से सब कुछ हो रहा है. नहीं, वो होने के लिए भी भगवान का अनुग्रह चाहिए. इसीलिए लॉर्ड इज कॉल्ड उपद्रष्टा एंड अनुमंता. Anumanta is the one who is giving the permission, sanction. So, coming back. So now Narad Muni is speaking very nice words. He is saying, now जब भी कोई आएगा, अभी क्या मिला ध्रुव को? नारद मुनि मिले. 5 years boy who wants to do austerity. First of all, it's wonderful. It's not ordinary. It's wonderful. Now, but Narada Muni is testing. Can he really do it? Is it only just because of what is that moment of heat? Did he say that I want to do it? Can he maintain the heat? नॉर्मली हमारे लाइफ में क्या होता है ना, अगर हम कहीं यात्रा जाते हैं, 2 दिन कीर्तन मेला गए, 7 दिन गए, बहुत जोश है, कीर्तन किया, हर दिन यात्रा किया है, कितना टाइम तक हम वो जो इंस्पिरेशन मिला है हम अपने आप में रख पाएंगे? हम बोलेंगे यस मैं रोज करूँगा. इसने उस दिन बोले थे ना भागवतम रोज पढ़ूंगा. कितने पढ़ पा रहे हैं देख पता नहीं मुझे, बट वो हीट रहता है ना. इन दैट हीट, इफ वी कैन मेंटेन द हीट, that maintaining of heat is tested by Guru. The Guru will see, can I really trust something in him, a work? Otherwise, let him come. जब भाव बढ़ते रहता है ना, घर में अपने आप में आते हैं. अभी नहीं तो कल आएगा, परसों आएगा, थोड़ा वेट करेंगे. So this is very important. When we get this, so now Narad Muni is checking whether he is this guy who is come forward. How wonderful are the powerful Kshatriyas. Kshatriya के गुण के बारे में. They cannot tolerate even a slight infringement upon their prestige. सम्मान के लिए, मान के लिए कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ जो इंसल्ट हुआ था, उसके वजह से ये बच्चा ने क्या किया, घर छोड़ के आया. और घर छोड़ के क्यों आया? क्योंकि वो नाराज नहीं था. सिर्फ नाराज ही नहीं, सोल्यूशन. ही वांट टू फाइंड द वे आउट. ही वांट टू फाइंड द वे आउट सो दैट दिस प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व्ड. दिस बॉय इज ओनली अ स्मॉल चाइल्ड. Yet harsh words from his stepmother proved unbearable to him. So, और बाद में नारद उवाच है. So he is now saying, my dear boy, you are only a little boy whose attachment to sports and other frivolities. Yeah, जाके खेलो. You like playing na, you want to go and play. Because no one is, someone is scratching, they don't want to hear katha. This katha is quite boring, and see, he is always rolling. He doesn't understand where am I sitting. So that's what is about boys. Na? Narada is saying, hey, you are only a little boy whose attachment is to sports. Khel. Even if you want to give food, they will not eat food. They want only game. They want to only play. Why are you so affected by words insulting your honor? 5 साल का बच्चा अगर ऑनर को इतना सीरियस लेता है, he is saying, how is it? Ordinarily, if a child is rebuked or as a rascal or fool, he smiles and does not take such insulting words very seriously. Not for me. Similarly, if words of honor are offered, he does not appreciate them. अगर तुम बोले वो बहुत अच्छा किया है, करतल बहुत अच्छा जा, कोई बात नहीं, खेलने के जाएगा. But in the case of Dhruv Maharaj, the Kshatriya spirit was so strong that he could not tolerate a slight insult from his stepmother, which injured his Kshatriya prestige. And he is saying, my dear Dhruva, if you feel that your sense of honor has been insulted, अगर if you feel ना किसी ने तुम्हारा अपमान किया है, then you still have no cause for dissatisfaction. Why? This kind of dissatisfaction is another feature of illusory energy. Maya का है. Don't be carried away with Maya. Every living entity is controlled by his previous actions, and therefore there are different varieties of life for enjoying and suffering. तो इतना फिलॉसफी थोड़ा 5 साल का बच्चा को इतना फिलॉसफी क्यों कह रहे हैं? क्योंकि he is saying that don't take it serious. अच्छा सीरियस नहीं लेना चाहिए. अच्छा एटलीस्ट दैट ऐसा बोल के अगर बालक घर जाएगा. He was testing, Narada is testing. Before Narada is giving the mantra, जो मंत्र देने के पहले चेक कर रहा है कि ध्रुव महाराज में क्षमता है और व्हाट इज दैट, दृढ़ता है कि वो कर पाए या नहीं, टेस्ट कर रहे हैं.
Prabhuji, this happened in which yuga?
स्वयं सत्ययुग.
Satya Yuga.
In Kali Yuga we don't take it so serious. Dhruva, are you hurt? No.
इसी वजह से आज तक यहीं बैठे हैं.
नहीं तो पूरा पॉपुलेशन वनों में रहता है. हर एक माला पकड़ के. नारद जी भी इसलिए नहीं आए अब तक. Narad Rishi first of all wanted to impress upon Dhruv Maharaj that he was only a child. He should not have been affected by words of insult or honor. Normally, this is also a lesson for parents. Parents think ना, अरे मेरे बच्चा कुछ, he will feel very bad अगर मैं कुछ बोलूँगा. What he may think. His psychology, his that, his this. हम इतना बड़ा कर देते हैं ना. नॉर्मली डांटते भी नहीं. जहाँ पे आप as you were saying ना, mother and father are the teachers, but these days ना teachers do not have freedom to punish, to control. वो बोलते नहीं, यहाँ पे तो पढ़ाई दिया गया है कि बच्चों को अच्छे तरह हैंडल करना है, साइकोलॉजी पढ़ के आना है, हमको साइकोलॉजी क्या सेमिनार्स अटेंड करना है या वो साइकोलॉजिस्ट को अगर पे करेंगे ना, वही यही बोलेगा, डोंट बीट. उसके खुद के बच्चों को 2 दिन अच्छी तरह देख. सो हियर नारद मुनि सेइंग, बट चाइल्ड, हम सोचते हैं कि चाइल्ड की तरह नहीं सॉरी, हम चाइल्ड को हमारे लेवल पे सोचते हैं. जिस तरह जितना हम हर्ट होते हैं ना, हम सोचते हैं बच्चा भी उतना ही हर्ट होगा. सिया देख रही है क्यों नहीं? वो आराम से बाद में खेल लेते हैं ना. यू डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंस इन एल्डर्स. एक बार इस तरह का फीलिंग आ गया ना, महीना साल भी बात नहीं करते बड़े होने के बाद. बच्चे ऐसे नहीं करते, 2-3 दिन के बाद हाँ चलो खेल लेते. Why? Because you are very simple. Because you do not take insult or honor. सोचते हैं हाँ नहीं पेरेंट्स ही है ना, हाँ बहुत काम है उनको, एक बार डांटा तो क्या हुआ. बड़े ऐसे नहीं सोचते. Don't become, what do you call, don't grow. And if he were so developed as to understand honor and insult, then this understanding should be applied in his own life. अगर हमको इतना मेच्योरिटी आ जाती है कि हम समझते हैं कि क्या इंसल्ट है क्या नहीं है, तो इसको अच्छी तरह यूज़ करना चाहिए ताकि हम किसी और को इंसल्ट नहीं करेंगे. हाँ, किसी और का आदर. हाँ, when we say आदर also, it's these are two problems. We should know how much to honor a person. अगर ज़्यादा भाव देंगे ना बाद में हमको ही आएगा. So we have to understand the limits of what we should do, what we should not do, if we have that maturity. If not, we are childish. अगर हमारा 50 साल हो 60 साल हो फिर भी हम बच्चे हैं, क्योंकि हमको अगर ये मिनिमम अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं आता तो हम बच्चे ही हैं. हम भी खेल सकते हैं, बन जाने का जरूरत नहीं हमको. He should have known that the honor and dishonor are both destined only by one's previous actions. This is also coming to your point. We don't have to do anything. Whatever a person will suffer, he has to suffer for what he has done. This is what he is saying. So then what we are doing, we are not interfering in their karma, that we also incur bad karma. He should have known that the honor and dishonor are both destined. Because when we see ना, favoritism में क्या होता है? Dishonor होता है. हम dishonor को देखते हैं, हम क्या बोलते हैं? हम dishonor, no, we should also do something. No, better not do anything. Huh? Unnecessarily we will dishonor someone.
If they keep on repeating it, then also.
Avoid it. Avoid it. That I will give you coaching later. How to avoid. वो important topic है. इसलिए उसके लिए घंटा चलेगा. That's why it says that when we chant, our heart becomes pure. When our heart becomes pure, then we will see everyone equal. Even they have done something wrong, we can still appreciate something good in them. We just focus on good. जब मौका मिलेगा वो मारेंगे. What do you call? डंडा मारे ना, not that डंडा. I'm saying डप्पू पटड़म. We will praise them, we will glorify them for what they have done. Hope that will give some good feeling in them. After 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, it will change. If not, also no problem. No, you are not taking it to you. As soon as we think it is dishonor to me, that brings the problem. If we know who you are, if I know who I am, I have no problem if someone is chastising me for no good reason. Because I know who I am. जब हमको खुद पता चलता है कि हम अच्छा किए या नहीं किए, हाँ, अगर कोई बोलेगा तो क्या होगा? नुकसान किसका होगा? This is the proof. नुकसान उसी का होगा. हाँ, what we can do more is we pray to the Lord that their bad, may Lord please reduce it. By that what we are doing, we are controlling ourselves, we are improving. Not only that, we are also helping the other person. And if the other person is changing, ना, किसको फायदा है? हमको ही है. So we have double benefit. Rather what we do is not this approach. Rather than what we go is more kind of backbiting or pointing out, fault finding and all. In that what is happening? Our karma report is also increasing. Hey, don't laugh. You laughed, he laughed. And Narad Muni is saying, the process of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is wonderful. Why? One who is intelligent should accept that process and be satisfied with whatever comes. Mataji, favorable or unfavorable by his supreme will. I'll repeat again. Yes. And this is the answer to your question. This process of devotion, bhakti, is so nice. Why? Because one who is intelligent should accept it. अगर हमको बुद्धि है, हम इसको लेना ही है. क्यों? And be satisfied with whatever comes, favorable or unfavorable. Whatever is coming, na, we should be happy. Because if we are not happy, then there is a problem. When we understand whatever is coming is because of His supreme will, as I was saying, Anumanta. Otherwise, why will something come? And Upadrashta, he is witness. He is making record right now what we are doing. Being in our heart, as Paramatma, he is doing two things. One is Anumanta, he is giving sanctions of what we are doing, what we should do, and he is also witnessing every moment what we are doing. So who knows better than him to give us the best?
तो जैसे कहा आपने, हम जो भी करते हैं उसकी अनुमति भगवान हमारे अंदर है, परमात्मा स्वरूप में हमें देते हैं, तभी हम करते हैं. जब हम कुछ गलत करते हैं तो भगवान इस चीज़ की क्यों अनुमति देते हैं?
हमको सबक सिखाने के लिए. हाँ, जब हम नहीं सुनते हैं तो कैसे सीखेंगे? कुछ करने के बाद सीखेंगे ना.
तो जैसे आपने कहा कि मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में हमें एक माँ है, ठीक है, और भगवान मिलियंस ऑफ माँ का फैलाइश है ना, ठीक है ना. तो एक माँ उसकी अनुमति नहीं देगी गलत करने के लिए, तो वो मिलियंस ऑफ माँ की जो फैलाइश है फिर वो अनुमति दे,
क्योंकि वो उनको पता ना हमको किस तरह का ट्रीटमेंट सुझाव नहीं.
हमें कैसे ट्रीट करना.
हाँ, जस्ट आप सोचिए कि एक हॉस्पिटल में एक बीमारी नहीं, हाँ, ट्रीटमेंट, हाँ, डॉक्टर को ही पता चलता है ना कि किस तरह कहाँ कितना सेंटीमीटर तक कट करना है, इसको निकालना है, फिर से स्टिच करना है. आप हम बोलेंगे नहीं मुझे ऑपरेशन, मैं डरता हूँ. हम सोचते नहीं ना मुझे नहीं चाहिए ट्रीटमेंट, लेकिन भगवान को पता है कि यही ट्रीटमेंट सही है हमारे लिए. तो यूजुअली यही होता है कि भगवान हमको, अगर हम फॉर एग्जांपल ओसामा बिन लाडेन है, अगर उसने कुछ गलत किया है, व्हेन ही हैज डन, हाउ डिड लॉर्ड अलाउ इट टू हैपन? वो ट्विन टावर्स का ब्लास्ट हुआ था, या कुछ टेररिस्ट ने ये किया है वो किया है, ये इतना क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि उस एक, अभी कुरुक्षेत्र में हमको पता है युद्ध हुआ है, सारे लोग आए थे, दोनों साइड युद्ध किए थे. उसमें बहुत लोगों का नष्ट हुआ है. जो धर्म के साइड से युद्ध कर रहे हैं उनका भी क्या हुआ? भलाई हुआ. जो अधर्म साइड से युद्ध किया उनका भी भलाई हुआ, क्योंकि सबको मोक्ष मिला है. लेकिन हम यही सोचते हैं कि हाँ ओके, नहीं, वाई शुड द गुड पर्सन सफर. हाँ, पांडव अच्छे थे, क्यों उनके साइड का लोग भी मरे, उनका भी क्यों मृत्यु हुआ है? क्योंकि वो दे आर सर्विंग द पाथ ऑफ धर्म. हाँ, जब अभिनीति बढ़ती जाएगी, हाँ, तो धर्म के साइड से भी लड़ने का लोग रहेंगे ना. वॉर में तो वही चलता है. और जब हमें क्षमता आती है कि हमने, लोग ऐसे रहते हैं कि मैं किसी की बात नहीं सुनूंगा, मैं कोई भी बोलेंगे ना, नहीं बात नहीं सुनूंगा. तो जब भगवान अंदर से प्रेरणा करते हैं, हाँ, जब अंदर से प्रेरित होते हैं ना कि इस तरह करेंगे, तो भी सुनने में ही कैनॉट हियर. वो अंधे है ना देख सकते हैं अंदर, ना सुन सकते हैं अंदर की बात, तो क्या करते हैं? अपने आप करते रहते हैं. जब सबक सीखते हैं तब पता चलता है हाँ मैं थोड़ा स्लो, अभी रैश ड्राइविंग नहीं है, थोड़ा स्लो ड्राइविंग चलना चाहिए. तो वो सीखने को मिलता है. हाँ. So, I mean, I don't know if this answered your question.
It does answer my question.
I mean, on a theoretical way, it's nice. Yeah.
No, it has to be applied practically. Then it takes time, but when it becomes a habit,
That's the path. Yeah.
then
Then we can enjoy the fruit.
But that fruit will come later.
Yeah, patience. First, patience is tested. Yes, Prabhu.
So you gave the example of Osama bin Laden. So the Paramatma gave him the permission. Is it like that so the Lord used him as an instrument to give the reaction of karma to those people who were died?
Yeah.
Suffered?
Yeah. We know what kind of world is in US, right? हम सोचते नहीं वो लोग सब अच्छे लोग हैं, हाँ? जो भगवान का आराधना नहीं करते अच्छे कैसे हो सकते हैं? मौका मिलना चाहिए ना उनको. They need to understand that goodness is not good enough. They need to come to next level of actually understanding that, oh, I have turned my back to you. That's why I came to this world. हाँ, यूजुअली सिंपैथी वोट रहता है ना, सोचते हैं कि नहीं बहुत अच्छे लोगों का मृत्यु हुआ है, हाँ, या हत्या हुई है, हाँ. No, we have to understand that when one does not understand that he should be a devotee, then Lord is educating in so many ways of how he has to take the path. Sometimes very sweet, sometimes some like this. Yeah. I'll finish in next 5 minutes. Any questions? Anything anyone want to add? You wanted to have a question, right? So that it may take some time.
No, yeah, I can ask then.
That's what is the end now.
Okay.
Last 5 minutes.
So my question was very basic, like simply what if they are saying their favoritism? In this situation, suppose I wanted to say that in India, now we are having good opportunity, we are in association with devotees, so we don't face this often, but in India we stay with relatives and everyone. So I wanted to understand that some relatives will serve us in other ways, more nicer ways, they does more favors to us. So our reciprocation to those people, because since they did good to us, so is it also favoritism in that way? And the other,
How nice if we maintain favoritism with everyone. See, is Pandavas favorite of Krishna? Yes. No, Krishna is partial. Why? Because they were also giving. But at the same time, Krishna is still treating the disease of Duryodhana. He is not, hey, मैं मेरे दुनिया में रहूँगा, मेरे गुस्से लेना देना नहीं है. No, he still was caring for people who are not, who were envious of him.
but Prabhuji, that
But favoring.
But because sometimes, let's say, some relatives can also be termed as bad association for us. So we also want to maintain distance and not reciprocate in that way.
Maybe you can give a little better, further example to understand.
In mode of goodness, people in mode of goodness who are not on path of bhakti, if
Suppose-
they are trying to do some favor to us,
Yeah, sometimes when we are with relatives and all, some people we are invited, we go.
No,
to
but
them.
that is reciprocation, na?
So
Favoritism means
maybe.
partiality alage
partiality.
that is
Because I know that particular relative is not very nice, and when I meet him, I don't feel so good. So I avoid maybe meeting that person, or so. Is that also termed in the category? Did you get me also?
Maybe someone can help to phrase this question if they got it.
I think.
Or maybe say in one line.
बेसिकली वन लाइन है कि फेवरेटिज्म क्या है, रेसिप्रोकेशन से अलग है, और या हम अपने आप को कभी जब सुरक्षित करना चाहते हैं कि क्या हम बैड एसोसिएशन में नहीं हो जाएं, तो क्या कई बार वो मिक्स तो नहीं हो जाए कि अगर हम अपने आप को उन लोगों से दूर कर रहे हैं जिनसे हम प्रभावित हो सकते हैं गलत तरीके से, तो वो भी क्या चूज करना उस वे में, वो भी फेवरेटिज्म है क्या?
Okay. So what is favoritism?
हाँ.
Let's try to understand that.
हाँ.
So favoritism is like blood relation. So to see a kind of discrimination.
I think favoritism is like giving somebody more than what he deserves, and at the same time blocking somebody to receive what he deserves
yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah,
That is favoritism, right?
That is the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now to understand what is favoritism is to discriminate. Very simple.
Yeah. Discrimination.
But sometimes discrimination is good enough for Uzi because to understand, like in as I wanted to
To
share-
distinguish is different. To discriminate is different.
There is something called Sam Dam Dand Bhed. It is mentioned by Krishna that there are the 4 ways of treating.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, Sam, you might be aware of what is Sam Dam Dand Bhed. Bhed is the last word to be used. And Bhed says that you have to give favoritism to one and make differentiation, Bhed, between each other. That is one of the weapon which is used. And many people do it as a weapon.
Yeah. To win.
To win and to keep others down. So,
Yeah. Yeah. But is that a favoritism? No. That is only a technique.
it's a, yeah.
It's only a trait or a technique to handle, to win, or to basically get your work done. But here we are talking about favoritism is our inclination to see things not equally. Our inclination. No, this is my blood. Yeah, just like here Suruchi is struggling with. Or this is my nation. All this is called, Maharaj was saying in Radhadesh itself. This is all conditioning. All this conditioning is what is creating favoritism.
Should we
What we like.
try to people who do this act of favoritism, should we ever tell them that we are doing it wrong because if we are suffering because of their favoritism, should we ever tell them that we are doing it wrong, or should we just keep quiet with patience thinking that this is the reality and
It depends on the person. If you go and speak to a deaf person, what is the use?
yeah.
And if you speak to a person who has openness to listen, then it's okay. And now when we come in our relationship, there are different levels. One is our elders, one is our peers, one is our juniors. There is a way how to handle with each of them when it comes to this challenge. If a person can hear, still we have to we came across 3 days back, right, when we were reading When Good Fortune Arises. When it comes to dealing with people who are of our level, this also can come with our level, same friends level. We have to express the same thing such a way that you don't want to correct. Never we should think that we want to correct anyone, above or equal. Above, first of all, we should not even think that we can correct them. Because from their experience, from their understanding, which is higher, it could be, there might be a reason which we don't know, we cannot understand, or even very clearly this is seen, but it's still not a case. Because of etiquette, we should not correct. First thing. When it comes to our friends level, still we should not correct, or if we want to correct, we should make sure that they don't feel pain. If we know by our action we can correct them without pain, then only we should do it. This is second. And third one is when we talk about juniors, then we usually think they are juniors, so they should usually look upon me. When I am correcting, they should take it. Again, the condition is first give enough love to them, then expect surrender from them. If you don't give love to them, if you want to correct them, that's not right. So these are the 3 levels of how we can take control of a situation. Thank you.
So you were telling about differentiation and discrimination. Can you elaborate?
Differentiating is very simple. Eat ka eat, patta ka patra. Very simple. And discrimination is thinking that is great, this is low. Thinking that deity worship is great and cleaning floor is low is discriminating. But distinction is both are different. Variegatedness is there. But saying that is great, this is not, that is
So
discrimination.
discrimination we can think in the favoritism.
Discrimination is something like a racism.
Like favoritism maybe.
Yeah. We'll stop here.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I thought again we can have 2 sessions, but one session itself was so long. Thank you very much. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Randra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ji ki Lalita Vishaka ki Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki और निताय की Narsingadev Bhagwan की